about one of the 2017 Pell Award recipients. Yes, we are going to talk with start off the show with actor, director, playwright, poet, composer, and one of the Trinity Rep 2017 Pell Award recipients, Ricardo Pitts-Wiley. He's right around the corner. I'm happy to welcome him to Go Local Live. Sir, how are you doing today?
I'm great. How are you doing?
So well. Such a pleasure to meet you.
It's good to be here.
Yes.
Good to meet you too.
Thank you so much for joining us on Go Local Live. Such a pleasure. So I think we'll just start off the conversation by saying congratulations on your award and talk just a little bit about what it means to you by being recognized by Trinity Rep and being one of these award recipients.
Well, I think the thing that I'm most honored about is it really is an acknowledgement of a long history of work and an acknowledgement of what I've been able to do in Rhode Island over the last 45 years. It's also an acknowledgement of the people that I've had a chance to work with, and the actors, the performers, my time at Trinity Rep, which was a great learning experience. And it's also, I have to say, it's also an acknowledgement of my wife, Bernadette, who has been a partner and a champion with me through all of those years. So, and I'm proud to say that over the years, I look back at the work that we did some pretty good work, and I'm very proud of that. So it's an acknowledgement of the pretty good work that we did too.
I would say above pretty good, but
we'll
go with your words.
Pretty good, but I'm trying hard to be humble.
All right, we'll go with that. We'll go with pretty good, just because those are your words. So I think a lot of people would say more than pretty good.
Yeah,
but
I would hope so.
Always nice to stay humble, right? Let's talk about some of your work. Your dedication to the arts has been multifaceted through the stage, through film, and in education as well. And you've made an impact so much on this community, especially, and you spoke about your wife, through your work with Mixed Magic Theater and cultural events. Talk to me just a little bit about some of the work you've done there and what that's meant to be part of the community and make such an impact.
Well, I think one of the things that Mixed Magic and the work that I've done over the last 45 years is having to deal with the changes in the social changes in the community. When many years ago, when programs, arts-related programs in the high schools and so on were being dismantled or eliminated altogether, we recognized that we didn't try to fill that gap. Ultimately, the loss was going to be greater than just a program loss in a school. It was going to take a voice away from many communities, especially people of color communities, poor communities, and that's a voice that just couldn't be lost. Partially because it always included my voice, and we just felt we had to do something about that, and it couldn't be a question of did we have enough resources to do it or did we have a choice to do it. We had to do it. There was no choice about it. We just had to deal with it, and it comes with a price. I got to tell you. I mean, you're poor for a long time. You're marginalized a lot. You're ignored a lot. You're under-resourced all the time. But the alternative is even worse, and we just didn't want to deal with the alternative. So because the alternative would have meant leaving, and because we saw no future, and so we stayed, and we found ways of getting things done. But it's, like I say, it comes with, it takes its toll. But the victories, when you win, it re-energizes you. When you see a group of performers come together and do something wonderful, you get re-energized. When you see a young person kind of get it, and you see their life starting to change because of the work that you're doing, you get re-energized. And when you create something, one of the things about the arts, about the theater in particular, is that keeps me going a lot is perfection is an achievable thing in the arts. It's a fleeting thing, but you can find moments on stage, you can find levels of art that are perfect moments. They're just perfect. They only last that long, but they're perfect for that time. And they keep you coming back because you want that perfection. It's a natural high that is so high that you want to stay there all the time, or you want to. But then you find out over the years that working toward that perfect moment is where the great adventure is, because you fail, you succeed, you take a different direction, you rethink all along the way, and it keeps you energized but at the end of the day, you want that perfect moment. And I've been very fortunate in my life. I think, the time I was at Trinity, the time I worked at other places around the country, the North Carolina Black Repertory Company, Shakespeare Company in Massachusetts, places like that, the Old Globe Theater in San Diego. I've had the opportunity to witness or be a part of some perfect moments a lot of times.
I love the way that you describe that. It makes me want to strive for that.
Well,
I think that inspires, and just your work that you've done throughout education. I feel like that's such an inspiring message for people out there trying to get that.
Well, I was very fortunate. When I was 15, I got cast in the first play I ever did in high school, and I hated high school. I was an average at best student. I just wanted to get out of a school that I was bused to, that I hated everything about that experience. But I had a teacher come in one day and say, a new teacher came into an English class, and actually a drama class. I took the class because I thought, it'll be fun, it'll be easy, and I'll get a good grade and it'll raise my GPA. And he came in one day and said, the only thing you'll ever need to know in your life, you'll learn in the theater. And that was, for me, it was like, okay, prove it. And a year later, after I'd done one play, he came in and said, Eastern Michigan University is offering 5 dramatic arts scholarships to students across the state of Michigan. Let's go win one. He didn't say, let's go try, let's go see how we do. He said, let's go win one. So with that kind of attitude, I was like, I went to the competition. I didn't come to compete. I came to see who the other 4 people were going to be.
I like that.
And I won. But it shaped my life in some other ways too, because it made me think, never wait for your opportunity. Either create your opportunity or take your opportunity. Opportunity can't be given. Opportunities are taken, they're seized. You know what they are, and you understand the sacrifices that you have to make in order to take advantage of them. And there are times when I wish I wasn't so committed that way, because sometimes I just want to just go do a play. Don't worry about anything else, and don't worry about the community. But I can't do that, and and I feel blessed that I've had a life in the theater that not only has fulfilled me, but it helped me, stay married for 40 years.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
That's an accomplishment.
That's an accomplishment. It truly is. But I was able to send 2 sons to good schools to graduate from top 10 universities. And I know what the impact that the theater had on their lives, because they never had a day that they didn't feel that they had access to smart people, the knowledge of the world, and the opportunity to have a voice. And so they went to good schools. And interesting thing about the theater also is, for me, I thought that in the early part of my life, I thought I'm gonna make my mark on the world in the theater. I'm gonna be an artist, an actor, a playwright, or a songwriter who's gonna make his impact on the world this way. Then I had 2 sons. And raising a decent child, particularly a decent black male child in this country, and get them to adulthood, there's nothing that even comes close to that. So it allowed me to step back from what I thought I was going to have to do in the theater and say, okay, now I've already had a victory over here, so I know what winning feels like. Now I can commit myself to playing the game better and helping other people play the game. And I have examples to say what that teacher taught me in high school. Everything you'll need to know in life, you'll learn in the theater. And so there, you could say that about almost every aspect of the arts, because art takes you to the world of knowledge. It connects you to everything, because it's literature, it's visual arts, it's music, it's dance, it's all of those things that the more you delve into them, the more you have access to the world of information. When I did an adaptation of Moby Dick about 12 years ago now, Herman Melville might have been the smartest man in the world at that time. But it's a hard novel, but if you can slog your way through it, it'll take you to everything ever written in history.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
And it opens the door to discussions that connect the future and the past. And the adaptation that I did allowed me to explore not only American history, but economics, race dynamics, environmental issues. I mean, everything is Moby Dick takes you to everything.
It takes you so many places.
It does.
As we have to wrap up here shortly, but I do want to ask you, because you have inspired so many, what or who inspires you?
Well, my parents inspired me because they blessed me with a thirst for knowledge and never interrupted my passion with pragmatism. They said, if you're going to be a theater artist, just commit to being a theater artist. Don't do it halfway. And they supported me that way. My wife inspires me, because she demands excellence out of me all the time. And my children inspire me. But I'm inspired by the Little Rascals. Remember the TV program, The Little Rascals? Because whenever an issue came up, and first of all, it included everybody, including the dog.
Yeah.
And whenever a problem came up, they got together and said, let's do a play. And we can address our concerns that way. And I thought to myself, wow, that's what everybody ought to do at times. Just say, we got a problem, let's do a play. And now, as I'm so inspired as much by the opportunity to use everything I've learned to say, here's the problem, let's do a play. And nobody gets hurt, but the potential is for everybody to be helped. And also, the theater especially forces you to deal with the truth. And a great truth is the truth will set you free. And my soul is free. In 25 years from now, I'm hoping that I can stumble across a group of kids trying to put a play together with with an old box and a bad script and everything, and I could just say, okay, guys, I can help you. All right, okay, who's doing what, or what can I do? I'm inspired by the future too. I got 4 grandchildren now. I'm inspired by the future. I gotta believe in the future. I got to. And I gotta believe that I'm gonna be here to be a part of it. And I'm gonna take the arts with me. And ultimately, I believe the great human victory is going to be inspired by arts.
I like that. Well, very inspiring words. Thank you so much, Ricardo Pitts-Wiley, the 2017 Pell Award recipient, one of them. And the Pell Awards are coming up at Trinity. If you're interested, they're Monday, May 22nd. So congratulations to you.
And if I might add one more thing, our theater, Mixed Magic Theater, our company, at 560 Middle Spring Avenue in Pawtucket, we have one more weekend, the 12th, 13th, and 14th of May. We're doing Anita Diamant's, an adaptation of Anita Diamant's The Red Tent. It's a terrific show.
Fabulous.
It is fabulous. And Miss Diamant has been so gracious and supportive of the work that we've done. And, you know, we not only look to honor the theater, but we look to honor a magnificent piece of literature in the work that she did. And we also look to honor women in a way that this book shows the power and the potential of women, and so in a way we get to honor women at a very, very high level. And we close on Mother's Day, which is the highest honor we can get.
Can't beat that.
Yeah.
I hope you'll come back and chat with us some more
I
about
look
future
forward to
endeavors.
it.
I hope you'll do that.
All right.
Let's grab a quick picture before you go. Ricardo Pitts-Wiley, thank you so much for joining us. I really appreciate your time. Congratulations once again, and come back and chat with us again soon,
I look
will you?
forward to it.
Great. All right. Thank you so much again for joining us. We appreciate it.
All right, glad to be here.
Thank you so much.